Sarvebhyah Namaskaraha. I wish all my viewers a very happy Diwali. Let this festival of lights bring happiness, brightness, peace of mind, and success to you, your family members, and friends. Happy Diwali. Om Gurureva Ghati Gurumeva Bhaje गुरुनैव सखास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरुः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरुः मतिरस्ति गुरो मम पाहि गुरो सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेदकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेदि तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are seeing Srimad Bhagavada Purana and we have completed up to Canto 5 and now we are seeing Canto 6 and I have completed up to chapter 8 in Canto 6 of Srimad Bhagavada Purana. And in my last video we saw the very famous, most beneficial Narayana Kavacha. And Indra Deva and all the other Devas, they learnt Narayana Kavacha from Vishwarupa. And this Vishwarupa, he had 3 heads. With one head, he will take the food. With another head, he will take the liquor and all. And because he is also an Ashura. And with the third head, he will take the Soma juice. The Vishwarupa's father was a Deva, but his mother was an Ashura. And so he will do puja, worship, and he is so sincere towards the Devas as well as towards the Ashuras. So he may also instruct the Narayana Kavacha to the Ashuras. So knowing this, Indra was too much disturbed and he got very angry and he cut off the 3 heads of Vishwarupa. When he cut the 3 heads, one of that head that consumed, that will drink Soma juice, it became Kapinchala, that is black cock. And that head that drank liquor, it became Kalamignya, that is sparrow. And that third head that consumed food, that became Tititri, that is partridges. Those birds, it became those birds. So the 3 heads, they became like this. And because he killed the Vishwarupa, Vishwarupa is also a Brahmana as well as the guru of Indradeva. And Indradeva incurred Brahmahatya dosha. When he incurred that Brahmahatya papa, he has to expiate that papa, or otherwise it is great danger for the Devas itself. When the Devas are continuously destroyed, then the Ashuric power will increase in this creation and the creation itself will be in danger. So in order to expiate the Brahmahatya dosha, what Indra did was he divided the Brahmahatya dosha and gave it to 4 groups. One which received one portion of the Brahmahatya dosha was Earth, Bhumi Devi. And because it received that Brahmahatya dosha from God Indra, there are deserts formed on the earth. And because the Bhumi Devi received that papa from Indra, Indra also gave a boon to Bhumi Devi, and because of that boon, whenever we dig a hole in the earth, it will get automatically filled up. The next group which received the Brahmahatya portion of the Brahmahatya dosha of Indra was the trees. Because of that papa only, whenever we cut the tree, there will be some watery substance coming out from that tree. We all have seen it. And the boon received from Indra is that whenever a branch is cut off from the tree, it will again automatically, naturally grow. The same branch will grow. And another one who received the Brahmahatya portion of the Brahmahatya dosha of Indra were women. And because of that only, they get this menstruation cycle. And the boon received from Indra was their health will not be affected by it. And another one who received the portion of the Brahmahatya dosha was water. And because of that only, there are foam and all that dirt. If there are dirt in the water, it is floating in that water. And because of that boon given by Indra, whatever substance or matter is added with water, that matter will become big. It will absorb water and will become big. So, like this, Lord Indra, God Indra, he gave the Brahmahatya dosha to these four beings. And he was relieved from it. And he continued his victory and life of victory in the Devaloka. Now, Vishwarupa's father, Twashta, he came to know of this. That is, his son was killed by Indradeva itself. Even though he was a deva, he got very angry and he performed a yajna sacrifice. And in order, that is, a abhichara sacrifice, so that he can create a being and kill this Indra, because no one can kill Indra because he is so powerful and he is completely or have that physical protection, psychic armor called Narayana Kavacha. So the grief-stricken father of Vishwarupa, that is Twashta, he performed a yajna, and in the yajna he said, Indra Shatru Vivardaswa Mashiram Jahi Vidbisham. Like this he said, and a very strong being came out from that sacrifice. And he looked very terrific. From the sacrificial fire only this being came. He was a terrific being, came out, and he looked so fearful. He was so fearful and so strong, and all the devas and everyone was a little bit scared by seeing them. So what to do? They again went to Bhagavan Vishnu and said that, and the terrific being came out from the yajna which was conducted, which was done by the father of Vishwarupa, that is Twashta, and we do not know what to do. And that terrific being's name was Vritra. So that is the evolution of Vritra. And they all worshipped Bhagavan Sri Hari, and they said that you are the supreme being. You created this world, and we also helped you to create this world. And but now see, this being Vritra has come out. If he is powerful, he will join with the Ashuras and he will destroy the entire creation. So all our hard work are at waste. It is for this only we tried so much, but now this Vritra has come. So please, you save us, this world, and us also, the Devas, from this Vritra. And he said, they also praised Bhagavan and said to Bhagavan that as Matsya Murti, once you saved all of us in that from the water of Pralaya itself. And like that, you please save us from this Vritra. At times, whenever the asuric powers are so dominant, you have taken avatara among animals, devas, rishis, among men, and you have saved us. So, like that, please save us also from this Vritra. You are both the Purusha and Prakriti, so it is also your responsibility to save all this creation. Like this, the Devas worshipped Bhagavan Vishnu. And Bhagavan Vishnu, listening to this hymn, he manifested before them. And again, Indra and all the other devas, seeing Bhagavan, they worshipped Bhagavan. Namaste yajna viryaya vayase udhati namaha. Namaste shasta chakraya namasu puruhutaye. Salutation to that Bhagavan and who has come out from the yajna itself. Salutations to him who is also the destroyer of everything by time. Salutation to that Bhagavan who releases the Sudarshana Chakra against the people who overrule Dharma. And you have many attributes, and according to that, you take form, and each form has a different name. यत्ते गतीनां तिसॄणामीषुधु परमं पदम् नार्वाचिनो विसर्गस्य धातर्वेदितुमर्हति. Bhagavan, you brought into existence the three realms, that is the Swarga, the Bhumi, and the Nether Lokas also. And you transcend all this, and no one can understand you without your grace. Om Namastestu Bhagavan Vasudevade Purusha Mahapurusha Mahanubhava Paramamangala Paramakalyana Paramakarunika Kevala Jagadhadara Laukaikanatha. Bhagavan, you are that Narayana who resides in Nara, and Vasudeva, you are all pervading. You are that Adi Purusha, the first being, and you are that Mahapurusha, that supreme being. Mahanubhava, Parama Mangala, Parama Kalyana, you are that auspicious being. Everything good that happens from you. Parama Karunika Kevara Jagadadhara Lokaikanada. You are that person who has that so much grace, and you have that. It is from you this entire creation came. You are the leader of this world. Sarveshwara Lakshminada Paramahamsa Parivrajakaihi Paramenatma Yoga Samadhinam Paribhavida Parispuda Paramahamsya Dharmena Udaghaditamam. Bhagavan, you are worshipped by that Siddhas. By worshipping you, the ignorance is removed. So without your support, there cannot be any creation, existence, or dissolution. And you express yourself in these three ways. And we do not know whether you are that witness or you are also performing karma, because you are both the Purusha and the Prakriti. And you are responsible for the dissolution of the world as well as for the creation of this world. So you have taken so much effort along with all of us, and you have created this world. Now this Vritra is there. He will destroy it so easily, everything. So please save us from him. And you have taken, before also you have taken so many births among the different species, animals, as man, everything, to protect this world, to protect your creation. So now also you please help us to protect this creation from Vritra. Ado ishajjahi tvashtam grasantam bhuvanathrayam grastani yenannaha krishna tejasyatra yudani cha. Oh Bhagavan, destroy this Vritra. He will consume this three worlds. Before that, you destroy this Vritra. And he has all the powers, and he was made into existence. He came into existence from that great sacrifice performed by Twashta, the father of Vishwarupa. So he has very great power. So please save us from him. Hamsaya Dakhra Nilayaya Nirikshakaya Krishnaya Mrishtaya Shase Nirubhakramaya सत्संग्रहाय भवपान्त निजाश्रमाप्तावन्ते परिष्टघदये हरये नमस्ते Dakhra Bhagavan, you are the one who resides in all our heart. Nirikshagaya, and you also control our senses and the mind. Krishnaya, you are that extreme bliss. Vrishta Yashase, you are always have that fame. It is never in danger. Nirubakramaya, you have no beginning. Satya Sangrahaya, you support all the holy men, and you are that one who is to be attained by everyone who go in this samsara. That Hari, we all salute. Like this, the Devas and the Indra worshipped Bhagavan Sri Hari when Bhagavan appeared before them. And Bhagavan was so pleased by this hymn because he said that know my true nature and you praise me according to that. So I am so pleased with your hymn. And he said one upaya, one way. You all of you approach Dadichi Rishi. Maghavat Yada Bhadrambo Datyanja Rishi Sattamam Vidyavrata tapasaram ghatram yachata machiram. You approach that Dadichi Rishi. He was a great Rishi who has fortified his body by vidya, by knowledge, vrata, by great austerities, and by tapa, by tapas. So his body is a fortified body. You all approach him and request him his body to give his body. He will definitely help you because he was a great rishi and he was the one who knows about the Atharvana Veda. He is very expert in it, and because of that also he has that knowledge. So when you request him his body, he will definitely give you. And it was that Datichi Rishi who first instructed this Narayana Kavacha to Twashta, who is the father of Vishwarupa. And after that only Twashta instructed this Narayana Kavacha to his son Vishwarupa, and Vishwarupa instructed that to you. So now you have destroyed your guru also. So you just go to him and request him. And if he does not give you, ask the Ashwini Kumaras, that is Ashwini Devas, to go and request to Dadichi Rishi, because Dadichi Rishi once instructed Brahma Vidya to Ashwini Devas. So definitely he will help his students because they Ashwini Devas are his disciple. So he may help them. So anyway, you go and yachaka, beg him to give his body. Only then it will be helpful for you. And Bhagavan Vishnu said, Yushmabhyam yachito svibhyam dharmagnyoghani dasyati ततस्त्रैरायुधश्रेष्ठो विश्वकर्म विनिर्मितः येन वृत्रशिरो हर्ता मत्तेज उभबृंहितः. Now, say that Dadichi, he is the knower of the rules of Dharma. He is a great Rishi. You request him. If he did not give you request, make the Ashwini Devas to request him to give his body. And after getting that body, Vishwakarma will make a divine weapon out of the limbs of the body of sage Dadichi, Rishi Dadichi. Now, with that weapon, divine weapon, you fight with the Asuras. So, definitely you will win because of the power of that weapon. Like this, Bhagavan Vishnu, he said, and he disappeared from the vision of the Devas and Indra. As instructed by Bhagavan Sri Hari, Indra and all the other Devas, they went to sage Dadichi and requested him to give his body. And sage Dadichi was a great rishi and he was so pleased to give the body to the Devas. He said that anyway, everyone is going to discard this body one day or other. So why not use this body for a holy purpose, for a divine purpose? And he said, it is a great tragedy that after knowing that this body will one day it will go off from us, people are not doing any good thing in their lifetime with this body. They very well know that one day they have to discard this body, but still they are giving so much importance to this body, and they are not doing any good thing or do any good karmas with this body. And they use this body only to earn wealth, fame, and money, and all that. So, all this will go one day with this body. So, people do not know about the nature of that life itself. He said, Aho Kashtam, what a great pity is it, he said. Saying this, sage Dadiji, he united his individual soul, that is his Atma, with the universal Brahman. He merged with it and he left this body. He just discarded this body. He was not even aware that he is leaving this body, and he just concentrated on that Para Brahman. So he just discarded throughout this body and his body, and he went to, he merged with Brahman. Now, next thing what this Devas did was they called Vishwakarma, and Vishwakarma, using the limbs of that body of that great sage, he just made a divine weapon which is very well known or very famously known as Vajrayuta. It had the great power of the rishi, and that's why it is so powerful. It had all the power of the rishi, and it had, because sage Dadishi was also the great expert in the Atharvana Veda, and all that mantra shakti was there in that weapon, and his tapobala, his knowledge, everything is there in that weapon. That's why the Vajrayuta is very famous. And taking that Vajrayuta in his hand, Indra Deva, he mounted on that Airavata elephant, and he appeared in among the Devas. So they all were so happy, and directly they went to attack Vritra. तदसुराणामसुरैरन परमधारुणः त्रेतामुहे नर्मदायाम अभवत् प्रथमे युगे. That is, in the beginning of the Treta Yuga, that is the second Yuga, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and this is Kali Yuga. In the beginning of the Treta Yuga, on the banks of river Narmada, there was a fierceful battle between the Devas and the Asuras. And the Devas were using this Vajrayuta, and the Asuras, under the leadership of Vritra, they were also fighting. And this Vritra, he had a trident in his hand. That was his weapon. And they was first very fiercely fighting with both of them. And at one stage, the Asuras somewhat felt that all their powers are being drained off, and they also felt that not only their power is draining, and the power of the Devas are increasing. So they felt somewhat thing, and they backed off from the battle. They all ran off. All the Asuras ran off, leaving Vritra alone. Now Vritra is there, on the Airavata, Indra Deva and all the Devas are there. Now, what happened was, Rutra was so frustrated, disappointed, because everyone left him and they all went off. And with that, in that anger, he gave a hard blow on the face of the Airavata, and it started bleeding. And somehow Indra Deva and all the Ashwini Devas are there, no? So they cured Airavata, and again the battle commenced. At one stage, Vritra said, Indra, if you are going to attack me with that Vajrayuda, I'm so very happy with it. Because that weapon, it was made under the instruction of Bhagavan Sri Hari. And it is the limbs of that great rishi Datichi. If you attack me with that weapon, or if you kill me with that weapon, I am ready to die, because it will cut off all my karmas and relieve me from all my papas. Even if I die in this battlefield or in this battle, I like to worship Bhagavan and merge with Bhagavan. If that is not possible, I want to take rebirth, worship Bhagavan, tell about his glories, and spend time like that. So even if you kill me with that weapon, I'm so happy only because it will cut off all my karma bandhas. Everything, all my prarabdha, everything will be cut off. And I'm so pleased with it. Like this Vritra, who was made to kill Indra by Twashta, said like this in the battlefield. And he telling all this, he was so happy to die in the battlefield. Anyway, Vritra, the Ashura, is so happy to die in the battlefield. That also by this weapon, Vajrayudha, because it is the bone of the great rishi. And again, the battle commenced. And Vritra, he had that trident in his hand, and Indradeva with his Vajrayudha. They both of them, they just ran and came towards each other. So what happened after that? I will continue in my next upload. Om Namo Narayana Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.